Hi. I was thinking today about what we choose to focus on when we talk to our kids about issues that we're trying to shift. As humans, we're hardwired to look for danger, or in a modern context, we're kind of hardwired to focus on and only see the problems that are going on in a situation or in our life. And I think when we talk to our kids about situations that we want to shift, patterns that we see, or habits that we want to change in them, we emphasize the wrong thing, and we miss an opportunity to get their buy-in in a real natural way. Kids want to be in relationship with us. They want to be in good standing with us. It's built into them as a survival mechanism to, bond with us as their parents. So it's in their best interest to do that. I find when there's a situation that we want to change, maybe it's, chores that they're not doing, responsibilities that we all know are theirs to, maybe it's feeding the dog or whatever. And they're consistently not doing it. When we approach them about it, I think we often focus on the problem and the parts of it that we don't like, and the, pieces of their behavior that we don't like. And I think if we flipped that, we would actually get them to shift in a real natural way. So what I'm talking about is talking about the benefits of them participating, especially in household responsibilities. If they have established chores they're supposed to do, or even if, it's a one-off thing and you need their help with something, I think to provide them the background information of what their help would provide you, is really beneficial. So let me give you an example. So maybe it's a chore that, every week you have to remind them to do something, or every night you have to remind them to empty the dishwasher, something like that. If you approach them, instead of talking about, why didn't you do this again? And this is your responsibility. And, why do I have to remind you? Kind of from that angle. If instead you said, if you did this without me having to remind you, without me having to think about it, that would free up my energy, or that would free up my attention to be able to, make sure that I got all your favorite foods on the shopping list. Or it would give me an opportunity to go online and buy that thing that you wanted. You're doing your job in the way that, ideally I want you to do it, frees me up as your parent to have the energy or the mental capacity or the, emotional capacity to do something that would actually benefit you. And this is how we work together as a team in the family. And so you're shifting entirely. You're not talking about what they're doing wrong, but you're focusing on how them doing this thing would benefit you, and maybe more importantly for some kids, benefit them, right? If you didn't have to do it, if you didn't have to use your time, if you didn't have to use your energy, if you didn't have to think about their stuff on top of yours, that would free you up to have the energy to take them to that thing they wanted to do that otherwise you might say no about, right? It would free up your attention to just be in a better mood with them. I mean, there's lots of ways that you could say it, but I think it has to be communicated. I think they need to have you connect the dots, not in a negative way. If you don't do this thing, then I'm not taking you to that place, because that doesn't inspire them to want to do it. It just pisses them off, right? And maybe get rebellious. But to do it in a really mindful way of like, I only have so much time or energy. If I don't have to think about or do your household chores, then I can do the things that you want me to do for you, or we can go have fun, or, I can plan adventures, or, in that way. I think they need to hear it from us, though, because I don't think that it's just something that you intuitively get. And then I think even more important is when they are doing those things, then we really need to praise them, you know? Thank you so much for remembering to take out the garbage. So I didn't have to think about it. It just really made the whole next day go really well, you know? Or, wow, I noticed that you emptied the dishwasher, you know, without anybody asking you, and that I just really appreciate you for that, and it just makes my life easier and makes me a happier mom. Or, you know, I so appreciate that, you know, you followed through on that thing we agreed to, and then I was able to take you to your friend's house, and then we just had a really great day. You know, just connect the dots of when they're being responsible, it eases the pressure, it creates teamwork, and everyone's happier for it, and everything works out better. And it also lets them know that you're noticing, you know, when they're contributing. I think it goes a long way to not focus on the negative and to explain to them what their contribution provides for you and gives them like a really positive incentive to be in great relationship with you. So that's my thought for today. If if what I share in these videos is helpful for you, if it inspires you to do things in a different way and you see good results in your home, please think about supporting me on Patreon at Patreon Fostering Connections. And there's a link below to, for as little as $2 a month, you could help me continue to make these and, share my thinking and hopefully provide benefit for you. So I really appreciate you if you do that. All right. Have a great day. Bye.